Hey, welcome to my first rebuild, It's my first time doing this, so if anything is off, oh well, deal with it. So, this is my first rebuild. I decided that I wanted to take an opportunity before the NFL draft, which is in about 2 weeks, I believe. 2 weeks from this Thursday. To do a rebuild of the Miami Dolphins. Brian Flores' Miami Dolphins. I'm here along with my neighbor. So if you hear anything in the background, he's singing, having a good time. He also has a lot of great input for sports, and we're going to be working on a channel in the future. So with that being said, this is just a basic thing. If you like it, definitely like, subscribe, just leave it below. But without further ado, this is the Miami Dolphins. To let you know, I have it on the screen for a reason. I personally went in and tried to change some things around, and I did the realistic, online sim to date. So um, we'll start with that. I'll go over, and as you can see in free agency and signings and league signings, some people are not where they're supposed to be. But again, that's a computer. You can only do so much. So bear with me again. Um, and oh, I forgot to describe what type of rebuild this is. So it's an in-depth rebuild. So it's not going to just be I just simulate straight through. No, I'm going to take it season by season, game by game. So how I'm going to start it off, I'm probably going to play 1 or 2 games tonight. I'm going to sim through the preseason. Yeah, I'll probably just sim through the preseason. Just play first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then sim the last game of the season, so I can get everybody a feel for how they are and stuff like that. So without further ado, like I said before, let's continue on. Um, and I got storylines for everybody, so that should be fun if everything works how it works. So free agency didn't touch everybody else. I only worried about myself and my team, which I will show you right now. Let's jump on over just to make sure. So let's come over here. I'll show you the. Let me not this way. Let me go right over here. By the way, it's SterDatRice, not SterDatRice. SterDatRice. That's how we call it. So we'll be stirring stuff up. So, in this rebuild, I wanted to have Ryan Fitzpatrick here, but you can see his beard got a little too gray and was falling off, so he retired. So we have Josh Rosen, the superstar, as our starting quarterback. We have, Rudock over here. We have Jordan Howard. I'm an Eagles fan, so I'm a little upset that we didn't bring him back, but I understand. So he's over here. Kalen Ballage, which is a superstar in my opinion. Samaje Perine from the Redskins. Miles Gaskins. We have Devontae Parker, Grant, Williams, Wilson. I'm not really a big fan of Wilson. I don't really know much about him. I just every time I play a Madden, I always cut him. But again, we're gonna be realistic, so I'm not gonna make any rash decisions. Alan Hearns, as an Eagles fan, I hate you. You know, a great player, but you really showed up out of nowhere, out of the blue against us and destroyed our team. Matt Collins, Eagles fan, he's not gonna stay on this roster. But anyway, Mike Gesicki, tight end, he's really a star, like a superstar. We'll get him there. Smith, our O line, the most important thing. So we got Davis over here starting at the right tackle. We got Dieter over here. If I say that name wrong, just ignore me. Uh, Dieter or Dietra right over here at right guard. I switched him over because we got Eric Flowers, the Giants' favorite player, over at left guard. We got Karras from the Patriots over here, and we got Davenport, which we're looking to definitely upgrade the tackles. But this is what we have right over here. On defense, we got the D line set up. I'm gonna have Christian Wilkins pretty much playing behind, Siller, Ledbetter, maybe Moss, but I don't want to say his name wrong. But anyway, we got him. We got Agba, and then we got Shaq Lawson. The big free agent signing that they have. Um, Looking at the right outside lineman, we got Kevin Van Noy over from the New England Patriots. So he's over here. I'll fix his contract a little bit later, but I have y'all here. We got Vince Beagle over here. We got my favorite two linebackers in the game. I always hated, because I love a 4-3, but doing a 3-4 this season. But we have Baker and we have McMillan, both at the 1 and 2. And then we got my man, Grugier Hill. So he's going to be over here holding down the left outside linebacker. We got Taco Charlton, Van Ginkler. We have the strong safety, Eric Rowe. You know how to pronounce his name, Wilts. Then we have a free safety, Bobby McCain, Steve Parker, and Colbert. I actually really like Colbert. He's a low overall, but I really like him. And the most important thing, I know you're all been watching this whole time, we got Byron Jones for the huge signing that they made in free agency. Then we have Tankersley. Then over here we have Xavier Howard, the superstar himself, who was by himself on the Dolphins roster. And special teams, we have Sanders and we have Heck. And these other guys who will most likely not stay on the roster. But so far we have Jeremiah Grant returning kicks and everybody else. So with that being said, I don't want to hold you up. Let us go forward and let's advance to the draft. Well, actually take the draft. So one just going to be a quick shout out. EA has been messing up, and it is a travesty. The fact that they decided, to not fix this bug. I would have definitely tasked somebody to fix this bug so they can update draft classes. But I don't know his name specifically, but I got this draft class from somebody named CBS 2020. I actually went step by step and looked at every single draft class, and the ones that were too unrealistic, where somebody like you have about 3 or 4 X factors, 10 superstars. Like, no, that's not realistic. You know how Madden's gonna work. It's only a certain limited number. So what I did is I found the most realistic, and I have that right now. So you'll see things should be some places and should be not. And the teams are drafting all out of order. Well, they're in order according to draft class, but they'll make some random picks that you would never expect. But again, let's start the draft, and we're going to go pick by pick for the first round. And after the first round, we'll simulate to where we got to go. So you'll get some live feedback from me. So here we go. Start the draft up.
The Bengals are now on the clock.
All right, so we got the Cincinnati Bengals. This right here, everybody knows is going to be the easiest pick ever. If it's anybody else other than Joe Burrow, I might as well just cancel this league and restart a new one. But as we know, it's going to be Burrow, so I'll let them take their time.
The Redskins are now on the clock.
Joe Burrow, LSU, fantastic season. Really proud of him. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, we're looking at the future. This is about to be the draft in 2 weeks on Madden. So I think it'll be funny how they play this out. Hopefully in Madden 2021, they actually, have
the
like
Lions
this.
are now
Chase
on the
Young
clock.
going number 2. Okay. All right. Things playing out like we pretty much expect. Chase Young. All right. Let's sim to the next pick.
The Giants
All right.
are now
We have
on the
the
clock.
first shocker right here, Isaiah Simmons. Everybody always looks at Okuda going here, but I'm a little surprised they decided to take Isaiah Simmons. But I think it would be a good pickup, though. They have a lot of needs, but pick up somebody that's a game changer. And Isaiah Simmons is that, a game changer.
The Dolphins are now on the
Whoa,
clock.
we have the biggest surprise right now. What in the world just happened? The Giants surprised everybody like they did last year. They just went and took Tua Tagovailoa. And what did that do? It messed up my whole draft board. Wow. I'm really in shock. Oh my gosh. It makes no sense. But again, Daniel Jones made no sense. All right, so now we come to the one thing that I did not want to do. The one person I did not want to draft. I will not lie to you. I think this person is a huge bust. Not a huge bust. I think he's going to be a bust, but he needs time to sit and learn. And if I had Ryan Fitzpatrick in real life, I would be fine with this, but I don't. And I'm not picking Jordan Love because Jordan Love I don't think is as good as everybody's making him seem. I think Jalen Hurts would be better. So we're going with our first pick. The person I didn't even take the time to scout. Justin Herbert.
The Chargers are now
to
on the
come
clock.
and play. All right. Ranked 31, true value. But he's dancing, so he must be something. Strong arm, 6'6", 235, 22 years old, 94 throw power, 84 speed. He's an all-around guy. You know, his awareness is probably garbage, but, you know, we'll help transition him to play a lot better from Oregon, because most Oregon quarterbacks don't become anything, but they will in this franchise. All right, so Jedrick Willis Jr. went to Alabama. You know, they're a little upset that we took Herbert. Everybody's shocked right now, like actually flabbergasted. The Giants have made the biggest upset ever.
The Cardinals are now on the clock.
And okay, another top lineman have went off the board. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard for me to really focus because I can't believe the game made the Giants choose Tua. Like, my gosh, I wanted Tua badly. That was really my number one pick.
The Jaguars are now on the clock.
All right, I can see this. You know, them go defense. Wow. But I just want to say this sidebar while we're here. I think Tua's a star at the end of the day. And in real life, they can't, the Dolphins just can't not
The
pick
Browns
him.
are now on the clock.
It would make no sense. This right here is a great pick. But I think it's stupid because they traded away Jalen Ramsey. But I think it's a great pick, you know, to replace talent with talent. And Okudah is a star. But the same thing that was said about Drew Brees. He was injury prone, and now he's one of the greatest ever.
The Jets are now on the
clock. So it makes sense. Let's focus back up. The Browns going with C.J. Henderson. I could see it, but I think Greedy Williams, and Denzel Ward are both great people. It makes no sense for them to take this, in my opinion. But, I mean, we'll just go ahead.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
Hey, yo.
This is old team.
Jets, I like this pick. They definitely need some linemen.
The Colts
Tristan
are now
Wirfs.
on the clock.
So now I'm realizing this. We're on a whole run on offensive linemen. Like, what's going on? This draft is taking a huge turn. Like a huge turn. I wasn't expecting this to happen.
The Buccaneers are now on the
CeeDee Lamb
clock.
going over to the Colts. That's not a bad pick. Yeah, that would be nice. But again, they have, well, in real life. Yeah, T.Y. and him. That would be nice. So whoever they have as their quarterback, that would be a nice 2 receiving options to have.
The Broncos are now on the
clock.
clock.
Oh, whoa! Another shocker. What is going on with this game? Jerry Jeudy going over to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Too many receivers.
That's what I'm thinking. Too many receivers. How do you have
Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Jerry Jeudy? You can't feed all 3 of them. And O.J. Howard? You can't feed all of them. Tom Brady will have a field day.
The Falcons are now on the
Brady
clock.
will have a field day all season.
Yo, this draft is really going completely left. Derek Brown, I like that pick. You know, shore up that defense. If Jeudy was there, I would have definitely taken Jeudy if I was the Broncos. But wow, this is actually interesting.
The Cowboys are now on the clock.
What is going on? Henry Ruggs has just gone to the Falcons? What is that? What is going on with this game?
Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, Henry Ruggs. That's a dangerous receiving core. And then Todd Gurley.
And Todd Gurley too? But would you put Calvin Ridley in the slot?
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Put Ruggs in the slot. Ruggs better move it outside. Grow up.
That's true. All right, the Cowboys just took Gross Matos, and it is our pick again. It's a bad pick. In real life, they just got Alden Smith. So, let's see. They just kind of messed up what I wanted to do. All right, so now I got to figure out what I wanted to do. Like, all right. So, Let me think. Let me think. What move can we make? You know, oh my gosh. I'm really stuck. This does not go how I wanted it to go. Like, I'm looking at Josh Jones. I do want Josh Jones, but I'm looking at him. He's a third round early grade. I think I could get him later on. Xavier McKinney is a huge, huge pickup. You know, at 18 and my next pick is 26. I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. So I'll explain it to you guys. One of the biggest needs, in my opinion, for this team is oh my gosh. Oh man. Sorry, Eagles. I gotta go it.
The Raiders
I love
are now
him.
on the clock.
I want him as an Eagle. Justin Jefferson. You take Justin Jefferson. It's a little bit of a reach. I'm fine with that. You know, according to this, but true talent, I think T. Higgins can go later. But Justin Jefferson, my number 2, have him on the other side or have him in the slot, get better and take over. Bye,
The
Albert
Jaguars are now on the clock.
All right. So Kenneth Murray went to the Raiders. I could see that pick happening too. Wow. This is a huge surprise. So I gotta reevaluate my draft board a little bit, move some things around. All right.
The Eagles are now
Xavier
on the
McKinney.
clock.
So now, wow, that's actually 2 great pickups. So they got Xavier McKinney, and they also have Okuda. That would be probably the greatest.
That's a beautiful rookie duo.
Exactly.
That's very nice, actually.
Wow, that's actually.
The Jaguars actually did something good.
The Bills are now on the clock.
Oh, the world would be mad about this. But again, I didn't update the trades, so Chris and Fulton would make sense going there.
Really do need corners, though.
Yeah.
But I would have took Diggs over him, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with you. Diggs is still on the board.
Diggs is too physical to not be in the first round.
Oh my god.
The Patriots are now on the clock.
I can see this. Javon Kinlaw, and you pair him up.
The Bills D-line is already a Super Bowl caliber D-line.
Mm-hmm.
In rotation, that's literally 49ers round 2.
Yeah.
All these crazy D-linemen just rotating.
And they have a good offense, so you back up a good offense with a good defense. I mean,
The Saints
what do you have?
are now on the
This
clock.
right here, I'm telling you right now, I can see this happening.
I pray that does not happen.
Jordan Love going to the New England Patriots would be one of the biggest shocks of the draft.
Some people are saying Deshaun Watson might end up there at some point. I would kill myself.
I don't think that would happen. I think Deshaun Watson would stay.
Nah, the way these guys, Texas,
The Vikings are now on the clock.
Now, this is another thing I could see also, and I think would be great. T. Higgins going to the Saints.
and Mike Thomas, that's a nice combo.
That would be a really good 1-2 combo. All right, so far we have a different draft. Things have shaken up. I think everybody, if you happen to watch this, are probably just as shocked as I am.
The Dolphins are now
So
on the clock.
Ross Blacklock going to the Vikings. I feel like the Vikings love to pick up D linemen. That's just my opinion. I hate this little glitch that it does. Now, right here. Now we're going to get back to my original draft board. My next pick is 7, and I feel like I'm comfortable enough to pick up who I want there. So, we're going with Antoine Winfield Jr.
The Seahawks are now on the
So
clock.
let me tell you something real quick about him. Just a quick little thing. I think this is going to happen in real life for one reason. Brian Flores' favorite player of all time is Antoine Winfield. He gets his son to play in the secondary and ball out at 5'9", 203 pounds, 21 years old, hidden.
The Ravens are now on the clock.
Exactly. So you have him in the secondary, Roman? Okay. Brandon Ayuk, another wide receiver for the Seahawks. I see that. Well, I guess maybe they want somebody else.
Who's their 3?
The Titans
I don't really
are now
know.
on the clock.
I can see this for the Ravens though. AJ Espinoza, Espinence,
I can see it.
I keep saying his. I keep saying Espinoza. I don't know why. I always get his name wrong. So right now I got two. I got some good picks. I got Antoine Winfield Jr. I got Justin Jefferson, and I got Justin Herbert.
The Packers are
as
now
a
on
nice
the clock.
first round so far. This is what I've seen a couple times. I don't know why. Another running back going to Tennessee. They have one, and the computer doesn't run two.
Running back king.
Yeah, like I don't know. Another surprise. Again, just to let you know, as soon as this first round is over, we're gonna sim to every
The
single
Chiefs are now on the clock.
pick. Cameron Dantzler.
He's the one that clocked that very slow 40, but his tape is nice.
Okay.
He's a long corner, very long arms. That 40 wasn't pretty, but they said he ran a bad 40. He's faster than that.
Okay.
I like him, but not this early. It was just round 1. Oh,
Round one. That's the end of round 1.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Especially with AJ Terrell right on the board too. Yeah, it could be a little bit of a reach. I could see it. All right, and this is the last pick of the first round. I'm not gonna lie, just because it's the Bengals, I want to see what the Bengals do with this next pick. So we'll wait for their pick and then we'll send to ours. So
The Bengals are now on the clock.
this is not a bad pick. You know, the 49ers pick up a lineman, shore up that offensive line for, the quarterback of the future if they decide to stick with him or not. All right, what are they doing for Joe Burrow?
The Colts are now on the
Patrick
clock.
Queen fell to the second. That fills a huge need for them. All right, sim to my pick.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Before me, Grant Delpit went. Oh man, I would have loved Delpit and Antoine. Man, all right.
McKinney's still up there?
McKinney.
McKinney's still up there?
No. He actually went to what's it called? To the Jaguars.
Oh, he did.
All right, let's look at my draft board. So I didn't
From Iowa.
I didn't put this in order.
He's a ball player.
So I like Aquar and Ruiz. Ruiz, I feel like is a bigger need because I haven't got offensive line yet, but I think I could get him at 24. He's a mid-second rounder. So we're going right outside
Cardinals are
linebacker.
now on the clock.
Julian Aquara. A lot of people said it. He's not great at all around. He's just a great potential. So we're gonna take his potential. We're gonna have him, learn from some vets right now, and then
He's a safe pick.
he's a safe pick.
He's solid.
The Browns are now on the
I
clock.
don't think he's a star.
He's not a star.
He's solid.
Okay.
He'll be a solid pro.
Well, we could take that. The Dolphins need talent, and that right there, a safe pick, is definitely something that could help them out. All right, let's sim to our next pick. Let's pray
The
that
Dolphins
center is
are
on
now
the
on the
board.
clock.
And draft board. Cesar Ruiz is still on the board, and I want everybody to know I've done a lot of scouting and looking at a lot of, websites and stuff like that, and I promise you. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before I make this pick. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with it. I can wait on J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins, if he's at 6, I will take him at 6. That is a promise. But Cesar Ruiz, you belong on this team. So, welcome.
The Texans
Hopefully,
are now on the clock.
we can bump somebody out. We'll give you a year to learn. In normal development, not a bad pick. His awareness needs to get a little bit better, but you give him some time and we can help build this line. I'm a little upset, there's some things that I wanted to do, but we're not really getting those done. But, you gotta, that's the thing about the draft. That's the beauty of the draft.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
Exactly. Great coaches adapt. All right, so if he is here, we will take him. And J.K. Dobbins is on the board, so, oh my God, I love J.K. But look at all these talent.
Who's your running back right now?
So right now we have Jordan Howard, and we also have his name is slipping my mind. I don't know why my name is slipping my mind. He's one of my favorite running backs to go with. And Kalen Balaj. But I like Kalen Balaj. I really do. I from the bottom of my heart, I really want to pick JK. But again, if we really want to compete, and I got to play behind this garbage of an offensive line, I need to do the right thing. So, this is me doing the right thing. Late. I really like Austin Jackson. So, let's ask the expert over here. What would you say is a better lineman, Austin Jackson or Urza Cleveland?
I
You got
Ezra Cleveland was already graded as a pretty athletic lineman. So if anything, he got more
The
athletic.
Chargers are now
I
on
had
the
to go
clock.
with him. So right here, he said it was an athletic lineman, and right over here, 74 speed. Put him at the left tackle, base guy. That's not bad. All right, so Ezra, you will be our starting left tackle when the season starts, hopefully. So send to the next user pick, and we keep everything rolling. You know, I just want to let you know if JK somehow falls this far, JK will be on this team. But I don't think JK will be in the 5th round because that is crazy.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
All right, so let's look. All right, let's keep everything moving. Draft board. I have my 2 guys that I can get later on. So let's look and let's see out of the talent. We'll go based on talent now. A lot of wide receivers.
What round is it? 5?
Yeah, it's round 5.
Juwan Jennings has been talked about a lot as being a very freakish. Yo, I'm telling you right now, Lynn Bowden is something different. The kid from Kentucky.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about him.
Freaky athlete.
But I can't focus on wide receiver because I do have a lot of wide receivers. I do think there's other things I need to focus on, and my next pick is 20. So what I can do, I can also look at. All right, let's put Parkinson right there, and Nick Cole, get some DNs, some depth. This is another guy I've seen, them look at a lot. Who else? All right, so now the decision is coming down. We're going to go with...
The Bears are now on the clock.
Wow. That took too long. I just drafted a 48 overall lineman. That was a bad pick. Not everything is going to be a great pick, but I can deal with that.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
I can deal with that. So let's go over here. Let's go back. We just pre-set up who we wanted anyway. So draft board, we're going to take my man, which one do we want to go with? 484 power rusher. You know what? We're going to have to make the right decision. So we're going to go and just build up on our offense.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
We take Kobe Parkinson. We have him as our second tight end. If anything, he comes in, he balls out. That's good enough for me, honestly. All right.
The Dolphins are
Let's
now
go.
on the clock.
Let's get everything moving. Let's go a little bit faster now. All right, draft board. Right here, Alex Highsmith. So we'll pick you.
The Chargers are now on the clock.
End. All right. So moving along this draft.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
This has been fun as it is so far. Just the draft has been more than I expected. A lot of good wide receivers are falling. A reason I have Jeff Thomas is because I've seen a lot of Jeff Thomas all over the stuff, and DJ Dallas also. But I know they're not going to carry out well in this game. This game doesn't have people become pop-out superstars. You have to work them out. But let me put him on my list. I'm looking for players that I hear about all the time. Let's see. We'll look at the lineman real quick. Oh my gosh, it's really barren back here. 2 point. Oh my god, I can't draft him. Yeah, it really hurts. All right, so we're gonna just have to go with what we have. All right.
The Steelers are
So
now
right here,
on the
we
clock.
just got another linebacker. Someone that's gonna sit. Yeah, he's good. Got good speed. In the 6th round.
For a 64?
Yeah. It's a developmental guy. If anything, he sits on the practice squad, gets better. And we fast forward to the last pick in the NFL draft. I really appreciate you all for taking the time and actually watching this.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
So what we're going to do, we're going to make this pick, make the roster cuts, well, make the adjustments. I'll do the first quarter of the first game, end it, and then I'll start up so we can do 2, 3, and 4 on one live stream, because, 2 and 3 because we won't play game 4. We'll just go to the cuts. So I will hurry up and make this pick. All right, as long as my guy is here. And hopefully we could find somebody. Jeff Thomas, welcome to the roster.
The 49ers are now on the clock.
Oh, Jeff. If at least you got 92 speed and you could kind of jump. Oh, man. Oh, this is a garbage pick. You lucky I don't have sound effects. I'd be making all types of, this is a bust pick. All right, so this right here, we'll just do a quick draft recap so everybody can just see. This is everybody that we just got. I'm still shocked about how the round went. So with the first pick, we got Justin Herbert. Then we have Justin Jefferson, Antoine Winfield Jr. I think this right here is not a bad, gather up. Justin Jefferson definitely will come in and be a playmaker on offense. We have Julian over here. Julian will be a great pick. Also with Ruiz. So Ruiz and Julian are both solid picks. Cleveland will come in and help shore that line. We kind of missed with Marquell, but we can still have him on the practice squad to get better for years to come. Kobe Parkinson will come in as our second, tight end. Then we got Alex Highsmith. Hey, Alex Highsmith. You know what that sound like? You ever seen the movie The Other Guys?
I thought I have, but I don't remember it.
Yeah. Something in Highsmith. I can't get it on my mind. Those are the 2 people that jumped off of the roof because they thought they were invincible. Anyway, we'll leave that alone. We got Hudson over here, which I actually think he's going to be someone good. 64 overall. And then our hit the buzzer, bust, Jeff Thomas. But Jeff Thomas, he's just going to be somebody here. So with that being said, this is our draft. Let's go in and let's go play the first game. If anything, I don't want to really look for a lot and make too many changes. I feel like this is rough. I'll do this. In free agency, I'm only going for the undrafted. Wow, they had the Eagles release Deshaun Jackson. Okay, that's a little interesting. But again, Terrell Suggs is on here. McCoy, Shady. All right, let's focus on what we got to do. All right, so let's go to practice squad eligible. All right, only someone from here we will really pick up. Okay, let's look at the linemen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Gear to bear? Oh my gosh. Bro, all I see is trash everywhere I look. Oh man. Okay, alright, so look, worst case, this is what we're going to do because our quarterback situation is a little all over the place. Everybody knows about Tyree Jackson, so I'm going to take Tyree and have him as my backup. And that is the only signing I will make you know, to this team. All right, so let me set up the depth chart real quick. I'll have that set up for you, and then we'll go through. Actually, you know what? I just made a decision. I'm gonna end this video after I do this depth chart, and then from there, we will start up the next video, and we'll run through 1 through 4 preseason, and we'll go game by game. I think that'll be a little bit better. So I don't want the ridiculously long videos if they're all just of me talking. So Justin Herbert is the one. Josh Rosen, you know, I know the coaching staff believes in Josh Rosen, and they feel like with time he can continue to get better. Justin Herbert is going to start. Also, when you see him next time on the field, he's going to have swag. I'm about to make him drippy. Tyree Jackson, he can be another developmental process. Jake, you're not coming back anyway. Jordan Howard is our 1. Kalen Ballage is our 2. Samaji, P. Ryan, Myles Gaskins, Laird. Okay, that works. Devontae Parker is our 1. Wilson, Grant, Jefferson. I'm going to leave it like this for now. I'll leave it like this for now. Let me see how I feel with the team and how we play. If I don't feel like it doesn't work how I want it to go, then we'll go somewhere else. Smith, we're going to switch you with Parkinson. Good job, Parkinson, for getting drafted. Cleveland is already starting. Flowers. You know, Karis Ruiz, you are definitely right there. I really don't want to do this, but I will do this just because. I'm going to bump him over. I want to bump him over so he gets some PT. I have him as the backup right now. Actually, he can't be the backup because he's going to be the backup center. You got to play this more realistic, you know. I'll have him just to be the third guy for everybody. He'll be the guy that can bump in and out for anybody. Agba starting. Right in. Wilkins, Ledbetter. I know I drafted somebody. Highsmith. Highsmith, you're going to come in for this guy. And you will be the backup for right now. All right. 99, killer 99. All right, so then we got, you know, Devon, Wilkins. All right, so this is not a bad D-line setup. I see a lot of talent. I see a lot of, you know, potential. The Charlton, yeah, you're not going to be here much longer. You are the number 1 guy everybody wants to be cut, so you can get demoted. Where is this guy at? All right, I think, yeah, Roberts, you were the next guy up. And then for the right outside linebacker, we're going to move you, and we're going to make sure my man, Julian, our number 1 pick, is right here. We're going to make him the second guy. I want to make sure he gets some love. Oh, Arkwar's already on the right outside linebacker. So that's what I meant to do. Hudson is supposed to be on the left. All right, so then let's go over here to corners. Our corners, we didn't really draft a corner. Probably could have drafted one. I didn't even think about that. I thought our corner team was good. Oh, that's why. So Winfield is going to be the starter. Winfield is going to be the starter because McCain is going to drop down. And let's put Colbert over here. Colbert, you will be the backup. And then right over here, the safety. It's not a bad setup. Switch them. Clayton's going to be our, you know, on the kicking squad. So right here, oh no, rookies. Look at you, Jeff Thomas. Okay, you got some use to you. All right, man. You can return some kicks. Go ahead. So Winfield, you are not returning nothing. This is not your job. Grant, you're returning kicks. That's your job. Actually, let's set that there. I want my man to feel important. All right, third down running back. So right here, I'm going to switch this in Balaj. I like Balaj's hands. I like him as an all-around guy. So with the slot, all right, he's rated as a top slot. I'm going to switch right here. So he will be the next guy up. So Jefferson will be in the slot for the second round. Rush, left end. I'm going to trust y'all. I'm going to trust y'all with what this game has done. You know? Sub linebackers, I like this setup. This is not a bad setup. Slot cornerback, that was a good try. So I'm going to fix it. McCain is going to be the slot. And then Clayton is going to be the nickel. And all right, so right over here. So as you see it, we're 75, 73, and 79 defense. We have gotten better just from this. Next time you see me, you will see the guys ready and playing. All right. That's for episode 1. Signing out.